My husband treated me like an incubator, cheated while I was pregnant, and now I'm with his dad. I 28F was 3 months pregnant when things really started going downhill. Before the pregnancy, my husband to 9M, let's call him Jake, was never perfect, but he had charm. Lazy. Yes, a bit immature, sure, but I thought he'd grow into a responsible partner when we had a child. Oh, how naive I was. The moment I got that positive pregnancy test, Jake acted like he won a trophy. Not because we were starting a family, but because now he had done his job. He even joked to his friends. Knocked her up. Bro, I'm set now. That should have been a red flag. Instead, I told myself he was just nervous. His mom, Sandra, was a whole different beast. The second she found out I was pregnant, she swooped in like some obsessive grandmother-to-be from hell. Baby name lists, nursery blueprints, advice, and worst of all, she never referred to me, just the baby. You need to eat for now, so the baby's brain develops. Make sure you don't get too emotional. The baby can feel that. Now that your body has a purpose, don't mess it up. I was no longer a woman to her. I was a vessel, an incubator, Jake said. That's just how she is. Don't take it personally. By month 5, Jake had stopped working, claimed it was too stressful, and he needed a mental break before the baby arrived. Meanwhile, I was freelancing full-time to pay rent, standing on swollen feet, and handling every single adult responsibility. He played Xbox all day, left dishes everywhere, didn't even attend 2 of our prenatal appointments. His excuse was that the new Call of Duty dropped that week. He'd shout across the apartment, "Babe, grab me a bear," while I was literally carrying his child. Jake's dad, Mark 5-M, is a quiet guy, divorced from Sandra, soft-spoken, and honestly the only one who asked how I was doing. When Jake missed a prenatal class, Mark went with me. Afterwards, he bought me dinner, made sure I got home safe, and even installed a handrail in our shower because he noticed I had trouble stepping in. He never crossed a line. He just noticed me as a person, as a human. At month 7, I started getting suspicious. Jake had added a password to his phone and suddenly started taking long walks. One night, he left for a quick smoke, and I followed. He was at the back of the apartment complex, leaning on a fence, whispering into his phone. "She's so annoying, always tired, always emotional. I wish it was you carrying my baby. I'd be so much happier." I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I checked our shared laptop. He had synced his Google account. There were dozens of messages, flirty DMs, nudes, even plans to meet up with a girl from a Discord server he moderated. When I told Sandra what Jake was doing, thinking she might actually help knock some sense into her son, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Men need to blow off steam. You're pregnant, not dying. Don't be selfish."
She told Jake I was trying to manipulate him and called me unstable. That same night, Jake screamed at me for invading his privacy and said maybe if I were more fun, he wouldn't have looked elsewhere. So I left. I packed a bag, grabbed my prenatal files, and walked out. I had nowhere to go. My own parents live across the country. I texted Mark. He showed up within 20 minutes. He didn't ask questions, just opened the car door and said, "You don't deserve this." Living with Mark felt peaceful, healing. He never tried to replace Jake or make weird advances. He just cooked, made sure I was cared for, and read books to my belly at night so the baby would hear a calm voice. We bonded, we laughed, we cried, we healed. One night, while watching an old movie, I broke down. I started sobbing, saying I felt like trash, like used goods, like I'd failed at love. Mark took my hand and said, "Don't ever think that again. You're the strongest woman I've ever met. You're not broken, you've been surviving in a broken system." And that's when I kissed him. After my son, Leo, was born, Jake didn't even text to check if we were okay. But when I posted a family photo on Instagram, me, Leo, and Mark, Jake lost his mind. He showed up to Mark's house, drunk, pounding on the door, screaming, "You stole my wife. You're my dad." When I told him calmly that I wasn't his wife anymore, and hadn't been for a long time emotionally, he fell to his knees, literally. "I'll change. I'll get therapy. Please. I'll be a real dad. Don't do this. Don't take my kid." But I saw right through it. He wasn't crying because he loved me. He was crying because he lost control. I let Jake visit Leo occasionally, but only under supervision. Sandra is not allowed near my son. Mark and I have been together for over a year now. He never asked me to choose between him and Leo. He became Leo's safe space, his storytime buddy, his gentle protector. We're taking things slow, but honestly, he feels more like a partner than Jake ever did. And for those who say it's weird to date your ex's father, I say, I didn't fall for a father. I fell for a man who showed up when it mattered. And my ex, he's still playing Xbox and blaming everyone else for his failures. Follow for more stories.